Judging by the surroundings, the slums of Alushinyrra, Noticula's capital city, the abode of beggars and vagabonds, it is impossible to descend any further, except into the waters of the ocean itself, where the bodies of the unfortunate are dumped.
Here we go.
Look, another mortal. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting one of Alushinyrra's guests nowadays.
Merchants, travelers, demonologists, every kind of filth.
Right. Or just strutting around, gawking. One of them approached me the other day and asked, "I'm sorry, I'm lost. Can you please show me the way back to the middle city?"
I guess this is the lower city. Demonic commoners. Oh, do you see that? Do you see everything moving around? It's moving depending on the angle of the camera.
I'm all done here.
Long forgotten by mortals and demons alike, the unholy sigil of the perished demon lord, Nahindri. Nahindrian crystals. Oh, they found them first inside him. Let's go to the port. Swing a dead cat? Huh? Did I miss something? Plane. Helmsman. Ah, I think here we meet again the people from the grotto. Already encountered.
Rest your flesh over fire, but your eyes, them I need raw.
Charming city so far.
I can handle it.
Think your business more important than mine?
Quite the ship.
Come to see my merchandise? Why not buy something? Surely you don't want to be swallowed by the dark depths too soon? Want to keep walking on your dry lands, don't you?
Show me your equipment. Oh, that really sounds just regular stuff. Not that interesting. Any interesting potions? Lots and lots of recipes. Interesting. And like things for recipes. Ooh, we can buy Scriber's kit. Wow, they're so expensive. Higher levels at least. Let's buy the Alchemist kit then. And we're broke. Price of descending. You? Purple stone knife. Ah, that's a story thing, so let's not. Go. I think that's one of the first incubi we saw. I think we just saw them once at the torture cave. Ask me about pain. I know everything there is to know. Charming! I thought he was going to seduce me.
Hello, treasure. Have you mustered up the courage to go hunting for riches after all?
Still
Suit
not
your
playing the DLC. Well, it's mainly dungeon crawling.
Can't
But
make the demons wait.
I think it means we will go back to the lower city. If I find the exit. Ah, here. Ah, there it is. Demons, daemons, and devils are three different types of creatures, each evil and dangerous in their own way. Start with a D, it's evil. I wonder if it's like purely cosmetic, or if you actually get like new things to discover. Oh, that just moved up, didn't it? Oh, you also get a tutorial for that. Even demon beggars.
Got this one.
The abyss is chaos, and everything in it is constantly changing, both appearance and nature. And the architecture of the city is in constant motion. This is the guiding principle of its design. Kind of funny that something like a camera angle changes things. Okay, people randomly fighting.
Pretty good.
I really like the design. Everything we got with the Worldwound tainted areas we have here in much, much stronger. Lots of beggars. And if you like to go into deep, they will ambush me in any way. Up there's Sarah, whoever that is. But apparently we want to talk with her. Stone Legacy, Valor, Fifth Crusade. City Rulers, talk to the City Rulers or get an audience with them is one quest. The Art of Making Friends. Maybe mainly exploring and become famous. So we get Nocticula's attention. Let's get famous. Or I guess rather infamous.
Beautiful.
Ooh, what is that? Looks cool. Right, Sarah and Sorks. Sound of your footsteps startles the demon, and she gives you a baleful look. You have to stop me, mortal. Why have you broken my solitude? On second thought, save your answers. Your reasons do not interest me. Boy of about 12 years stands next to her. The boy examines his wrists, which are covered in strange round scars that look like they may have come from suction cups. His inflamed skin, burning eyes, and general appearance suggest that demon blood runs through his veins. He lifts his gaze and gives you a long, sad look. Who is this boy? Demon gives you an arrogant snort. Xox is my son, the best of my offspring. He's helpful and obedient, which is the only reason I condescended to take care of his wretched creature. Are you alright, kid? The boy flinches as you speak to him. He looks at you with amazement, perhaps even fear. Then his eye starts to the demon. Mother, may I speak to him? The demon's voice holds suspicion and anger. Do not speak to the boy. What do you want with him? Are you plotting to steal him away? Be warned. If you lay a finger on him, you will regret it. What are you doing to your son? Tell me the truth. Demon frowns haughtily. Do you truly think I will answer you, worm? I grow ever more inclined to destroy you as well. Mother tells me to dive deep to places where moonlight never reaches. Down there The boy stops, his words drowned out by the demon's angry hissing. Sorry, Mother, I won't say more. Champion, how could we allow this child to remain in the hands of his cruel creature? Normally I would say we have no right to deprive a child of their parents' love, but these creatures do not know love. I wonder how it works with offsprings. Especially because, like, usually, as we learned, demons just form from remnants of souls. Could a mother be so cruel to her child? But I think the answer is, she's a demon. Sarah shrugs. So what if he's my blood? That's not why I feed and protect him. Big Sorks is valuable because his brothers and sisters died during my research. He's the only one who shows reliable, consistent results. But what do you want for yourself, Sorks? What do I want? In the depths, nobody knows this word want, and I wasn't taught it on the surface either. I know how to obey, dive, be quiet, but I don't know how to want. What can I want? Oh, for him. If you grew up on the surface, I think he's a tiefling. Something like that. Stop addressing my property, worm, or I pour the waters of Isha down your throat. Let the ocean's tiny mollusks devour you from the inside out. Turn you into their shell. Charming! Okay, definitely going to intervene. I will not let you torture this boy. I'm taking him away from you. Demon looks you over, and the confidence in her eyes fades. She shrugs. You want to take the boy? I don't care. He's yours. I won't fight over a trifle like the life of some mortal spawn, especially since it's nearly exhausted its usefulness. Take him, and do as you want with him. Do as you want with him. The boy you saved from his wicked mother gives you a look that is both sad and mature beyond his years. I sense a certain darkness within this youth, hiding deep inside. Yet he himself is not evil. His soul is pure and kind, as a child's soul should be. The boy is silent and focused, as if he too heard the voice of the hand. He suddenly responds, Does the spirit speak the truth? Is there really darkness inside me? How can I carry evil in me and yet not be evil? His gaze pierces you as he wants to say something else, but reconsiders at the last moment. Can you see and hear the hand of the inheritor? Yes, he glows and he's not evil. I think I like him, but I fear there's an irreconcilable conflict between us. It is unfortunate. So this child can hear and see me. He's not evil, nor is he a sorcerer, mage, or wizard. He wields no spells that could reveal the unseen, and carries no such spells cast by someone else. He just sees. What powers does this youth possess? I mean, then he's just not evil, right? What the end of the inheritor said or told us that just everyone compelled to do evil can't see him. Who are you? Mother named me Xorgs. I'm a creature of her making, and until recently I was a creature in every way. I had many brothers and sisters, but survived the research, so I was the only one left. Now that my mother is gone, I don't know who I am. Am I Xorgs? But that name means nothing. It was whispered into my mother's ear by Ishia. So who am I? Tell me about your mother. Her name is Xara the Grim. She used to be a pauper, a diver who collected what Ishia had taken. The ocean had no floor, so she recovered whatever hadn't sunken too deep. Those bounties were generous as Ishia is harsh. No one knows the ocean as well as she did. She knows the safe passage, and she guides ships swimming at half speed so they don't fall behind. She's a child of Ishia. She was created in it. Her first cry burst from her lips at the moment she broke the surface. Many centuries have passed since her incarnation. She's dark like Ishia, cruel like Ishia, powerful and uncompromising like Ishia, fertile and merciless toward her children like Ishia. Okay. Also very interesting combination of like lots of lava and also an ocean around. Do we even want to know what magical experiments did Xara perform on you? Too young, and I don't know enough to judge them. We'd go to the shore, Ishia. She'd feed me the potions, and force me to dive deeper and deeper each time. By the time I was 8, I could dive so deep the water pressed on me from all sides and my body no longer wanted to ascend. I had to stay there as long as I could. Oh. Then I'd come up, my nose bleeding, and sometimes my mouth and ears as well, even my eyes. The next day, Mother would make me drink a different potion, and send me down again. It was so dark down there, I could feel the touches of strange, dark things. Sometimes their vibrations reached me, as if they were communicating with me. Those days, I vomited black slime. I tried to hear their voices, but I never had enough time. Mother would be furious, feed me, brew me a new potion, then make me dive deeper, stay longer. Last time I spent 7 hours in the water. There were so many vibrations, they enveloped me. I then realized I'm neither food nor an enemy, though I have the blood of the enemy in my veins. What does it mean? I don't understand. It was a little boring, so I imagined I was a giant octopus floating in the deep, waiting for prey. I'm afraid no one else will tell you more about me because you angered my mother and she's vindictive.
Gosh. Poor child.
But yeah, it sounds very demon-like to see children and family just as, like, assets. So, what are we going to do with you now? I'd rather not go home, and I have nowhere else to go. What do they do, those who have nowhere to go? I don't know. Maybe I should live in Ishia.
Champion, we have no right to leave him here behind by himself. He needs care, and fate has entrusted you with this child. I have faith that you will make the right choice. Yeah, I think with go wherever you want, he will just die. Or be taken by the next demon, so... Logan explains how to get to the Nexus. You'll find a refuge at my camp if you choose so. Boy, not solemnly. Thank you for not deciding for me, but granting me the right to choose. Others have not done this, and so I will accept your invitation.
The little one is now safe in our care. Neither his cruel mother nor remorseless kidnapper will cause him further harm. I'm glad we share a belief that children should not be victims of such evil. I'm certain young Sorks will be better off on Golarion. Yay, demonic teleportation. Now comes the ambush. A group of dirty beggars with tattered clothes have gathered around a handsome young man with dark, messy hair. The crowd is clearly hostile, but he doesn't seem to notice. He gives the beggars a charming smile, completely oblivious to the sharp shifts glinting in their hands. Geocot. Geocot? How do you pronounce that? The young man has a gloved puppet on his hand, a dragon made of rags, with buttons for eyes. He raises it up and begins to ventriloquize in a surprisingly deep voice.
Hey you lousy parasites. Who's in charge here?
The young man lowers his puppet and beams cheerfully. He addresses the crowd normally in a warm, friendly voice. I would like to invite your leader to a romantic dinner, with candles. I pay for everything, of course.
What is wrong with that guy?
Is he... why? Is he just the cliché of a horny bard? And not realizing he's about to get killed? A date with one of them. You must be truly desperate. And I think they are very sweet citizens. Beggars whisper among themselves. Manage to catch a few snippets of the conversation. He's crazy. Leave him be. And what if he bites you? Before the crowd disperses. The young man jots something down in his notebook. Can't talk to him. Way to get up there.
I sense something.
What are we sensing? See a thing. Nope.
Let's see what we can do.
Something is not right here.
What are we seeing? Huh, at least that one I saw.
Here we go.
The Bad Luck Tavern. Sounds fun. Lovely tavern. Maybe we find some other people here. Ah, some tieflings. And a
Is
demon.
that a trap?
People say that Aasimar is hiring workers to do some jobs for her. Lots of workers, a freaking lot. A whole army. Maybe I should seek her out. Where's it leading? I'm very confused by that trap.
I don't really see... Ah, here we can disarm it. Let me
This
just
is my kind of work.
loot your tavern. It's kind of odd that in this game nothing happens if you do that. Ring. This ring allows you casting an improved version of prismatic spray once per day as a level 17 wizard. Nice. Let's give it to Woljif. Oldest. Here we go. See what's inside the chest.
This is my kind of work.
Old iron. Nothing too interesting, I actually think. How do we take it? It's free.
We'll win this,
We-
one way or the other.
Isn't that a door? Isn't that a door? Ah, can't exit there. Weird. See if there's something happening in that room. Ah, the bar room. And there's another portal. We could teleport back to the Nexus, but I don't think we could teleport back here. The Tavern Keeper actually has a name. She too. Red mask.
I sense something.
Let's talk to Lara. Greeting you with a nod is a middle-aged sorceress, with short dark hair, a skinny face, and prominent cheekbones that brings to mind images of predatory birds. Despite the dark circles under her eyes, her overall worn-out look, her voice sounds friendly and welcoming. Hey, you're not local, are you? Have you come from Golarion? That makes us fellow countrymen, since I hail from Absalom. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Magister Milera, a certified specialist in resolving magic-related issues, and the captain of an airship called Starcatcher III. Sorceress from Absalom doing in this red hole in the middle of the abyss? For a couple of seconds, the woman's gaze grows distant, and a bitter expression appears on her face, before quickly fading. I suppose you could say that I'm trying to cheat my own fate. In the current stage of my life, the abyss seems like the best port to call home for now. There aren't a lot of experienced... Okay. And at the same time, trustworthy captains out there, so I never sit idle. Ah, you seem honest. How do you manage to survive in this place? Frowning a little, Milera crosses her arms in a resolute gesture. Now, I see what you're getting at. You're asking how a captain who doesn't grab everything that isn't bolted down, a captain that doesn't steal cargo and doesn't throw passengers overboard, how can they survive surrounded by a gang of bloody pirates? My answer's simple. My principles protect me. I strictly follow the unwritten aeronaut code. I never ignore those in distress, I never attack other vessels, and I honor the integrity of the cargo that I'm entrusted with. Maybe I look like an idiot to the other captains, but I don't care. My doggedness and their respect, even it also protects their ire. Besides, they know that I'm stubborn, and I defend myself to the very end. I suppose that's the real reason why they haven't slit my throat and seized my ship yet. Maybe we can use their ship for something. I'd like to know more about you and your ship. I can understand your curiosity. You won't find another ship like Starcatcher III in the Abyss. Actually, captains like me are a rarity here as well, for obvious reasons.